done a pizza commercial. That was fun. Round Table Pizza. Ate 20 slices of pizza.
Seriously?
Seriously.
In one day? Or over a course of it?
In an hour and a half.
All right. Okay, ate 20 slices or had a bite?
Well, okay.
Or like,
it was most of it. I never got to the crust, but like, I know. Like, I mean, not the crust, but yeah. And you couldn't spit. I mean, they have spit buckets, but they're filming. It's not like you take a bite and spit and take a bite.
You to look like,
yeah, you have to keep going.
Well, shoot, sign me up for that one.
We got really aggressive.
As long as it ain't on me this Monday, though.
We got aggressive in the beginning, but then after like the third time, we're like, we better slow down our bites.
So it's his video.
So
that, okay.
That was fun. I've done a few car commercials.
In a certain order, depending on what they're talking about.
And this one's an industrial.
Now you're
throwing up
now.
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's a
hustle.
Like, you
really?
know,
And then
yeah, I think so. I think it's
and
cool.
the girl.
It's like every single time you go in, it's like a little puzzle. Like,
the girl.
how am I gonna stand out? What am I gonna do differently than everyone else? And you've got 15 minutes to break it down, and you better break it down well.
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
You're interested in theatrical?
I don't really do. Okay. I mean, yeah, I kind of wish I would, but I take classes here and there.
Yeah.
I'm more interested if it happens organically. I'm not. Like I know I'm not looking for it. You know?
Yeah.
But with being in Disney,
the rock,
if something opens, we're like, hey, we need you to be a Big Brother DJ, somebody on the show. You know what I mean? And kind of something can spawn from that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm like.
All right, you guys ready?
Oh, now you want to get all serious and be ready and stuff.
Yeah, because I don't think we're ready yet.
Because when we watched the playback, we were just cut off. Right away.
Crap. This is like a lot of notes that are all over the place.
Like, can we start now, for God's sake?
Man, give me something to throw at you.
Jesus.
I will throw Hanley.
You do not touch Hanley. All right, cool.
Let's do it.
Desean Jackson. Oh, sorry. I have to be quiet.
All right, guys. Here we go.
Yep.
All right, Kyle, ready? And 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Hey guys, and welcome to Sports Buddies. I'm Jenna, and joining me today is K-Dub. K-Dub, I haven't seen you in so long.
It does feel like it's been forever.
Yeah.
Have you been all right, though? There's been a lot of earthquakes here in California.
Gosh, it's been scary.
I mean, I think we've had like 5 in the last week or 2. It's been crazy.
Wow, I've missed 3 of them.
Then. Yeah, also, now you're trying to say. First of all, look, for those who may not know, earthquakes sometimes, if you're in the valley or if you're in the Orange County, you may not feel it. So I'm not going crazy, you know what I mean?
Well, I was in Disneyland when we felt the last one, and it was really scary. It was on Pirates of the Caribbean.
You were actually on the ride?
I wasn't on the ride.
Okay.
But you could, like, I was inside, and you could see like everyone moving. Yeah, it was super freaky.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, if you've never been in an earthquake, it's a very weird, scary. It's like, why am I Harlem shaking for no reason? It's kind of a strange thing. Coming from Michigan, all we have is winter storms. Like, we don't really have, earthquakes. So, but other than that, everything's been good. So it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Happy to be here.
All right, let's just jump right into this. We're going to talk to Desean Jackson today. Okay. We have a Phillies fan named the GOAT.
The greatest of all time. Setting the standard high.
I don't know what's going to happen this season. Desean, thanks for the cool. But his game
so sad.
That's what it is.
Wait.
Where did he go?
Why was he filming in the dark?
I have no idea.
That's the scariest
like
thing.
Anonymous, I think.
See, he's a guy who worries me because he's a guy like if you might need to keep watching him on like Suicide Watch or something if his team loses. Like, I love my teams, but if they lose, I'm sad, I'm mad. But he's the type of guy that worries me. I'm Desean. Desean Jackson, thank you, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a little creepy. But that's why we're sports buddies. We love people who love their sports.
Yeah, if you're anonymous, that's okay. So Eagles released Desean Jackson on Friday, and he does seem to come with a little bit of baggage, wouldn't you say?
All right, everybody in the studio, yay or nay, is Desean Jackson a diva receiver?
Yay.
Yes.
Okay, so everyone agrees on that. He does bring baggage to the table, that's for sure. But is he a talent? Heck yeah. Is he super? You can't teach speed. He has that in abundance. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle. What up, Nipsey? That's my boy Nipsey. Hey, Nipsey's a cool.
I mean, he's hanging out with him, and he's throwing up gang signs.
Yeah.
I mean,
how will we know he's just somebody didn't ask him like, hey, which way is the bathroom? that way.
I think we can assume that that's not what happened. But
that's a good point. And Nipsey is a known Crip too. But Sloss and Nash, shout out to Nipsey. I was just listening to his mixtape.
Nice.
Am I snitching or something? No, you know what? I will say this. Having now been living in California, Southern California, for a couple of years, gang affiliation and gang relations, all that stuff is really, really, really serious and really embedded in the culture of a lot of young black and brown Latino brothers. And I don't know if it's on the outside looking in as bad as we think. Meaning that's just sometimes like you're representing your neighborhood. That doesn't mean Desean Jackson is about to go do a Who ride and do a drive-by later on tonight.
Right. And I think that his high school counselor, Debbie Hughes, if anyone knows her, said that there's absolutely no gang activity with him. Yeah. So let's just listen to her.
Okay.
You know, maybe.
We got Debbie?
I trust Debbie.
Okay. Yeah, you got to Debbie. Like, you have to trust her. You know. Yeah. What if Debbie was like, hey, there's no gang affiliation? And yes, she threw something up. That would be a little funny. But I think he's a great talent. I think, losing him, first of all, who are the Eagles? I don't know who they think they have receiving-wise. They have Riley Cooper, which... That is, first of all, we're talking about him having gang affiliation. We're still not talking about Riley Cooper throwing out the N-word. So, I mean, that's another story for another day. But, and Jeremy Macklin, speed guy, but he's always hurt. I don't see what they gained in releasing him.
Yeah.
I really don't see what the Eagles.
Just going back to this, I mean, I think, Chantel Jeffries is his ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
She was actually in the car with Justin Bieber when,
that's her?
She's hot. Can I have a girl crush? I mean, seriously.
Notice I haven't turned back to the camera.
Yeah,
yet.
he hasn't.
Stuck.
But when Justin Bieber was getting a DUI, she was in the car. So
wait. We gotta talk about this.
Okay,
Jenna, I need to know, when you cook, are you that girl who does all this? Because now through Instagram, no longer can you just be flipping pancakes. You have to look sexy while flipping pancakes.
Dude, I would cook if my boyfriend would do that.
Okay, Desean, must we even sag the pajama pants, brother? Okay, I'm lying. I do the same thing. Okay, well, first of all, she is.
She looks like Kim K. I know nobody agrees with me here, but I think she's got the Kim K booty.
Nah, Kim K working with a little bit more than that.
Oh, okay.
Kim K, but you know what's funny? Because we were just talking. Let's just put let the cat out the bag.
Right.
We were talking about working out, and girls like Jenna does this too. How girls work out nowadays, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm working on shoulders." They'll take the photo, but they like this, sticking their butt all out, like, "Oh, working on no
squats, baby, all the way."
It's all about squats. That's why you saw the previous photo. Go back to the previous photo of her and her butt.
I think maybe let's switch it up and talk some NCAA.
This is how girls introduce themselves nowadays. They used to be hi and shake your hand. They don't even look at you. They're like, hey, hi, my name is whatever. And it's just that.
All right.
We can move on.
Let's talk some basketball.
How Bieber scored her is beyond me.
I don't think he's still with her. But, all right, let's talk some basketball, shall we? Hoops, baby.
This March Madness segment is brought to you by Skechers.
Hoops. Crossover.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, we can still talk about her.
I mean, this segment is going to be brought to you by Skechers.
Yeah,
so,
I just played that, so they know that.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. So,
is Bieber locked up? Does anyone know that, by the way? Is Bieber locked up? Like, what's his status?
No, I'm just
curious.
He's out.
All right.
Bieber's on the loose.
Let's bring up Alex likes sports.
All right, we got another hypothetical, kind of a follow-up to the last question this time. We got an all-star team of college players. So you got a healthy Embiid at center. Then you have Jabari Parker, power forward, Wiggins, 3 forward, and then I don't know. I'm watching Michigan, so we'll say Glenn Robinson third at 2, and then Bryce Cotton, aka Mr. Underrated, Mr. Minutes at point guard. Do they make the playoffs in the NBA? I know they could probably beat one of the last place teams easily, but say they play together a whole season, they work together, good flow. Will they make the playoffs in the NBA? Let me know.
Wow, that's a good question.
That's a really good question. That's an age-old question too. Can the best of college beat the worst of the pros? That people ask that all the time. I'm gonna say heck no to the Western Conference. Not even a chance, because if you look at the bottom seeds in the West, they're like 15 games over 500. So no way in the West. In the East, they might be able to beat the Bucks. There's some teams in the East that there's a chance to give away, but in all actuality, I really don't think a college team could do it. Yeah. I mean, he's too raw. like he would get eaten up. Okay, like Jefferson, would eat him alive. Wiggins is solid, but a defender from the pros getting up in his grill, and I don't think college kids are ready yet. There's very few kids that are LeBron. You know what I mean? They come out ready to play, and Carmelo's. Yeah. I think he actually worries me if I was a pro in a good way, saying he seems very seasoned in his game, but I don't think any college team could beat a pro team. There are too many vets. They know the game. They know the system. I don't think so.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, there's no chance they're too young. They're practically boys. I won't say 19 years old.
I won't say there's no chance.
Oh, well, okay.
Because I would say it's highly unlikely, but there are some bad teams in the East right now. Really, really bad.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. What are the Sixers? Have they won since like 1998? Whenever Iverson was on the team is the last time they won, it feels like. My bad, I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, it's totally cool.
They're tanking, trying to get one of those players. They're tanking.
So today is actually opening day for baseball.
Yes.
I bet a lot of people were playing hooky today.
Let's go Tigers.
Not us, but yeah. So we have another video here from Chris. So let's take a look at this.
All right, so Miguel Cabrera just signed a 10-year, $300 million deal. You see, this is what annoys me the most about baseball, and it's these absurd contracts. They just never learn. What do you guys think? Are baseball contracts getting way out of line here? And yeah, the answer is yes. These contracts just get me dizzy. Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, have they heard of Alex Rodriguez or Albert Pujols? I mean, these are two 10-year contracts that have just gone completely wrong.
They are. I was still spinning off of Chris spinning over there. So
made us all dizzy.
Still a little dizzy with that. You know what? Okay, so that's a great question. I honestly, baseball is so stuck in its glory days. It's stuck in its nostalgic of just, we're baseball, America's love, favorite pastime, and everyone loves us. It's like, dude, no one's going to be good after 34.
Yeah, he's 31 years old, and he's just signed a 10-year.
That's absolutely ridiculous. Now, coming from, the Detroit area, I love my Tigers, you know what I mean? I think we have a great starting pitching right now. Of course, we need that guy to continue for our success, get back to the World Series. But the reality is, what I mean? That's it's ridiculous. Paying someone in their 40s in ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah.
See, baseball, I'm not going to say they need a salary cap, but I will say it's strange. Like, why doesn't basketball have a salary cap where you can do, in my opinion, greater longer? You follow what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Tim Duncan. He's still worth crazy money. He's still doing well, but for some reason, they always putting salary caps on the brother sports. What's up with that?
Well, why do you think they wouldn't have waited like 2 more years until his contract was done before like renegotiating or giving him a new contract?
They just don't do that in baseball. For some reason, I don't know if it's a good old boy system. I don't know. They have this overly loyal maybe that they want to give you so much and please stick around, and then you start slumping. And especially you can look at the consistency with how they've really gotten serious with the steroids, and the monitoring that. So these guys, you can these balloon numbers that have ballooned, and then these contracts that are matching that. You see the numbers decreasing, and you can definitely correlate that to the steroids era. Now, I'm banking and believing that he's not been one of the guys on it, but you can see that what we thought was guys doing mid to late 30s doing well was basically based off steroids. But yet you're still paying them as if they're these top-notch players. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he's an exception to the rule. I hope he is. He can get my Tigers in the World Series for the next 5-10 years. So.
Well, that does it.
Oh, they want us to wrap it up?
Yeah, that does it for today's show. We're getting the cue back there.
You trying to say I was a motor mouth? Oh, you can spin around all day, Chris, but I can't talk?
So be sure to download the SportsBuddyz app. That's SportsBuddyz. And upload your videos, and we'll feature them right here on our show. And K-Dub, just want to thank you so much for joining us today. It was awesome.
Blast, as always. Had a great time.
We'll see you guys next time.
Don't be telling me to wrap it up.
You gotta tell it, so.
Shoot.
We should have been like, we should have cut to ourselves like,
right.
Cheeseburger.